tired, Ciri collapsed in the swamp. Some peasants found her and took her to the Baron, Valen's self-appointed ruler. The warlord took the young woman in, had her nursed back to health, and sent her on her way to Novigrad.
Hey-ya! Slow now.
What's going on here? Why isn't anyone putting that out?
We want it to burn. Got it?
Piss off, or we'll fry you along with that fucking help.
There's a third way out of this. Run. Fast.
Whoa! mother and the father out.
Not cause any trouble, Dean.
Seems every time you turn around, there's more scum in those bread. Didn't used to allow mutants inside. Help that poor fella out. Folk in this city, racial hygiene. The best stock in all. No need to. Very good.
Let me have a look. Bye.
All of civilization.
Got the courage to repeat that slander?
Readily. You are a mutant.
How many people's lives have you saved? From Bruxay, from Leshens?
That has no bearing.
Asked you a question. How many? There's something to think about, folks.
Preacher's fierce in the mouth, but holler at him and his tail slicks between his legs. Come on, people.
My mummy says hello.
Our Novigrad! Shine! No evil can survive the holy fire. The holy fire enlightens, burns, and cleanses. Behold the flame of grace and mercy. Special fire for you, freak. Nice, slow burning. You'll beg for mercy in all the voices known to you, like the others of your species. No, I wanted only to live like you. Help me, kind folk.
Sure hope Dudu hasn't met the same fate.
Velvet blood, eh? Hey, sod off. We're looting here.
Want you gone by the time I count to 3.
Hear that? 2. Ooh, looky.
3.
That's it. Me! Leave him to me! Don't! No more, please!
Where's the sorceress who lived here?
I'd look for her in a...
Putrid...
I wouldn't know. You'd fit in well.
Maybe.
They say you've got to get there through... Ask a beggar.
Mean to say the local beggars have a...
Wouldn't scoff, mate. And watch yourself. Mengrip... Someone called for me. Wonder why. It's Menga. Temple God. Thieving vermin to the confession chamber. What, but sir, what's the offence? This is some sorcerer's bitchy shop. Think that gives you the right to steal her property? Well, sorcerers, mages of all types are outlaws. But by law, the temple guard takes possession of their belongings, and the rule of law still holds in Novigrad. You know a bat can sniff out a moth a mile away.
Small animals. Can't say I'm really interested.
I know your trade. Spotted those yellow eyes amidst the rabble in the square right away. Did you notice how much common folk love flames? The eternal fire will consume them all one day, one way or another. And as bats sense moths, so I sense freaks. And start by warning them, Novigrad's no place for your kind.
I haven't done anything wrong.
But you will. Sooner or later, you'll... Mine. And the eternal... Nothing I can do to you now. But just know that I know you're here. One misstep, one error, you'll make a mistake. It's inevitable. I'll be the first to learn of it. And when I do, it'll be standard procedure. Like for every magic oddity who dares taint this city's air. Be seeing you.
Deepest apologies, Governor.
Fetch some metal, you wretch. I've been robbed! Thief!
You seen the new waitresses?
What next? Discretionary
Worth
tribute to
seeing.
benefit
And
Romania?
how? Buxom lasses from the lands already taken by Nilfgaard.
I must need someone to show them around Novigrad.
You read my mind.
Sick. Sick of it all.
That ain't real fire. Nuh-uh, it is too. They
What
just
next?
smear ash on
Discretionary
their lips
tribute
first.
to
That's why it
benefit
don't
Romania?
burn.
You'll see right
That's
away.
all it's
Best
done.
deal is
There must be order.
You know, so too.
Another drifter in from Temeria.
You'd be so pale if you ate onions and all.
Take pity on me, misery, good folk, and aid a man crippled by misfortune.
Word is, nothing's free in Novigrad.
Oh, none one come bursting with questions. Now, where do you folk gain the idea we beggars know everything? I need to see this, and I need to find that one who robbed me brother. Fuck if I know.
There's this place in Novigrad they call the Putrid Grove.
Aye, it's about right. Well, Novigrad's full of nooks and crannies with odd names. Looking to sightsee, buy a bloody map.
Heard men like you frequent this alley.
And I've heard they fed you all shit and you smiled and ate it. Now, don't mean no offence. Go in peace.
Don't touch me.
It can't be. Geralt of...
Geralt of Rivia's enough.
A man came to me a few years past, paid me to keep a book for you, said you'd come.
Who was he?
He didn't introduce himself.
All right, see if I can...
And perhaps glance at the others while...
Just interested in the one. My manifesto. Must be it. There's a letter inside. The treatment of follicles through cauterization. A study.
You know the Ballad of Wanderer? Scorned in a dog.
My, what a freak.
Gonna be
Of
sick.
this I'm sure. No good can come of religious fanaticism.
Help a poor fellow out.
La 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 La, la, la,
Sir, be merciful. Give us a crown, eh?
Get...
What's a crown to a judge?
Piss off.
Eating at the Kingfisher, you're sorted for at least 2 days. Just got to adjust the good position where they toss the leftovers.
The bonny birds that prance by here. Teats like full bellows, begging to be squeezed.
Ah, Fabian, it's on the hill.
Eternal fire protects us. Gives monsters the shits.
Don't miss a woman's touch.
Oh!
He sensed something. Gotta stay further back.
Must have broken many a heart, eh, Dandy?
Help! Save me! I'm dying of poverty.
What is it, Grey Boy? Looking for adventure?
Oh! Oh!
Looking to make some coin too, eh?
Temple Guard let even you into the city. Bloody bum.
He sensed something. Gotta stay further back.
Officer, taking a rest from witch hunting. Greetings, Your Honour. Good to see you again.
Bring us the usual.
Of course. Keep this up and you'll earn yourselves a preferential rates.
Good, I enjoy shaking freaks. The 3 to 20 is a plan.
Open up.
Who are you and what you want?
Take a look. What do you see?
Yellow eyes, pair of swords, mutated killer things.
Heard this place was a meeting spot for oddities.
Heard right. Know the password, get him free. Don't know it. Gotta contribute to the Grove's upkeep.
Don't know the password.
Pay up then.
I won't pay. Let me in.
Yes, sir.
Looking for a thrust.
Now you have one on.
How are things?
Good. More and more.
About time we made something clear, sorceress.
Yes, high time.
Me and my men will manage just fine without the help of you or any other mages. But you, well, without our help, you're sitting ducks for the Temple Guard. Who do I spy?
Geralt?
Hey, Triss.
See you two know each other. See you two know each other well. I was curious whether you'd managed to find me, Witcher.
Your spies tell you I was looking for the Putrid Grove?
My skull would be a home for bottom-feeding river fish if I didn't keep an ear to the ground. And please, Putrid Grove? Ugly name for our cosy little hideout, wouldn't you say?
So what would you call this dive?
Dunno. The Garden of Liberty, maybe?
For a man who shakes down beggars and thieves for tribute, you're quite the romantic.
You say tribute, I say taxes. You say thieves, I say hard-working street clerks. See, Witcher? I've got plans. Big plans. Far-reaching plans to reshape this city head to toe.
Ever thought of seeking a seat on the city council?
City council is a puppet troupe with a hierarchy of the Church of the Eternal Fire as its puppeteer. Until recently, that is, when Radovid and his witch hunters took the reins. The semblance of power don't interest me.
A man with a vision.
One day, the so-called free city of Novigrad will be truly free. But before that can happen, we got to rid it of superstition, farting around about the hallowed essence of the eternal fire. Nonsense for kiddies.
Apparently not. Cheering crowd at the execution. Mostly adults.
Any crowd or rabble will cheer to the stench of burning flesh. But one day, folk will understand the eternal fire's naught but a leash around their necks. They call this place the Putrid Grove, but it's the rest of Novigrad that's putrefied. This here's the last bastion of normality, sanity, reason. I'm actually glad someone like you's found his way to our city, because it will be our city one day, Geralt. Mark my words.
Yours, plural?
Yeah, mine. And me friends. But that's a tale for another time. For now, I'll leave you two alone. Because I can see, well, you clearly need it.
Geralt, I have a lot of things to take care of in town.
I'll be glad to tag along. What's your arrangement? He using you?
Helping me to survive, actually.
6 months ago, if somebody said Triss Marigold would be working for a Novigrad criminal, I'd never have believed it.
6 months ago, Triss Marigold parted with someone really dear to her and had to start anew. Hasn't turned out like I imagined. Come on, let me give you a taste of my life.
Madam Sorceress. Beautiful as ever. Damn shame to part.
Don't fret. Bound to be back soon. I take it you're in Novigrad on important business.
Important doesn't do it justice. I'm looking for someone.
More precisely?
Young woman who's like a daughter to me.
Her? Here? No, impossible.
She was here. There are witnesses, evidence. Was hoping you'd heard something. You've been here a while. I need you to help me find something, anything, a trace.
I'll do everything I can, of course. Who might know more? Hello, Klug. Managed to get those magic incense ingredients?
Yes, somewhat with difficulties, you might say. I was walking along the canal with a sack full of goodies for you. Looked up and spied...
Get to the point, Klug. No time today for one of your long stories.
Wait! A sack full of magicalities and they were coming straight towards me. I don't easily frighten, but I felt a cold sweat on my... I'm afraid I had no choice. I dropped the sack in the water. I had to. When asked why, I claimed it contained a dead...
I need that package, Klug. I've got to...
It must be on the canal bed. Luckily, it was heavy enough to sink. I'm sure it'll turn up if you search.
You expect me to pay you, then die for my good...
Well, some causes require a sacrifice.
Causes? What about people?
For people, same holds true.
So, maybe you care to dive in after that sack for me?
You win.
Stop. Hear that? They've come for us.
The fall didn't break until I began to prick his heels. Every man's got his sensitive spots. Interrogated a mage once. Pain couldn't touch him. Tore off his fingernails, crushed his bollocks, nothing. Turned out, he was devilishly ticklish. I placed a beetle on his belly and set a mug atop it. Damn near went mad.
You were lucky this time, but... You'd best leave via the sewers. The trapdoor's in the floor.
Take care of yourself. There's a draft. Should be an exit here. Klug wouldn't have sent us here if there wasn't. Must be a lever on this wall that'll open a secret passage.
Free City of Novigrad. Name actually used to mean something.
The very reason so many mages came here after the massacre at Lochmuin. Thought they'd be safe from Radovid's reapers. Instead, they jumped out of the frying pan into the fire. But not like... Judging by what Klug's...
Current must have carried the sack seaward.
Maybe some other time.
Don't know what you're missing. Water's thick with pungent oils. Guessing it'll do wonders for my complexion.
Find the parcel?
Nothing like a refreshing swim in a filthy canal. Found a few fish, a rusty anchor.
Oh, my package. Hope the contents aren't soaked through. Oh, you're a doll.
Seem to be in your element.
Still remember my elements? How I use them?
Come on. 6 months isn't that long. It's not like I'm senile.
But you do have a history of amnesia.
I've recovered my memory completely.
Good. That should stop people from taking advantage of you.
Someone's been taking advantage of me.
I have, for one.
I've never even intimated.
We need to hurry.
Bet you're sweaty and all that armor.
What do you care?
When you sweat on me.
Darn it to heck!
The latest cuts have come.
You didn't answer the question.
Greetings, sorcerer.
Greetings, Brandon.
I didn't expect you to bring company.
Is that a problem?
By the eternal fire, no. I'm surprised, that's all. Together, I expect you resolve things twice as fast. You've the look. But I'd prefer you not to tarry and begin.
Triss, you and Brandon here. You've agreed a price?
We settled on a full coin purse.
Brandon and Co. is a serious outfit. We've the largest granary in all Novigrad.
Don't much like merchants who flatter with cheap praise before the job's done.
That was not cheap praise. I was merely stating a fact.
So am I. I want you to pay in full in advance.
I'm afraid that's impossible.
Then trap your own rats.
Well, now I know why she brought you along. Fine. A full purse of Novigrad crowns as proof of my goodwill.
We need to place these crystals around the granary, near anything that looks rat-related. Where do you going? Warehouse job won't wait, you know.
Looks like a good spot. I don't like that guy.
Brandon? I don't either. He's much too fat.
Can't help but agree. But no. Notice how he didn't try to haggle?
Must really want the rats out.
Triss, he's a merchant. He makes his living by haggling.
If I worried about that sort of...
Think I plugged every hole in there.
All right. Get ready for some magic fireworks. Once I activate the incense, we'll have a moment to talk. Well... Well... Now we wait for them to scurry away.
Interesting method. Never had much luck with rats. Once I hit one with a fork in complete darkness, trying to show off my witcher's senses. Masterful throw, really. Problem was, no one else saw it. How could they in the dark?
So, what do you think? Rat catcher? It's a long way to fall from being advisor to Temeria's king.
I'm just glad to see you safe and sound. And...
reconciled?
Knew a man once who reacted to everything, especially adversity, by mocking it.
Healthy attitude. Must have lived long.
Came a day he lost both his legs in battle. He shrugged, said it was better that way. He'd never feel pain in them again.
I understand him perfectly.
I know. Thing is, he was lying to himself.
I think he just didn't have much of a choice.
We all lie sometimes, but lying to yourself is running away, whereas there's really nowhere to run.
Sometimes you have to escape, just to forget. Your friend might have dwelled on his lost legs, but it's not like by grieving he could have grown another pair. So, tell me how Yen's doing?
How do you know I found her?
You didn't answer my question. How's Yen?
She's fine.
That's good.
Asking about anything specific?
Never mind. I got my answer.
Well, well. Are lovebirds having themselves a little chat instead of working?
The job's done. Geralt, those are...
I know who they are, Triss.
My friends begged me to notify them if I encountered a mage, sorceress, what have you. Didn't have the heart to refuse.
It's a trap, Geralt.
This stank from the start. If these boys are here to help us kill rats, they're late. You paid up front and got what you paid for. Not half a rodent left in the granary.
I paid in advance because I knew I'd recover my coin.
Such is life for sorceresses in Novigrad these days.
I can see that, and I don't like it. So here's what I think. The hunt...
They'll do no such thing.
All right, we've talked. Do what you gotta. Just remember, I can't help but get in your way.
Heard enough from this horse, son.
As have I.
Looking for a bruising?
Die! Oh, look out! Get it! Both die!
That bastard hired me on the assumption he wouldn't have to pay me. Duped and trapped. If not for you, we need to find Brandon.
Don't kill me. Good sir, no. They forced me. Had I not told them... Spare me, good man. Be not like those murderers.
Shut up. I should kill you. Thing is, you'd be no good to anyone but the gulls as a corpse.
Fine. Your coin.
Now, get.
Thanks, Geralt.
You should try to keep better company.
He was still better than some mages. You know, I've been thinking who might know something about Ciri, and I just got an idea. There's an Oneiromancer in town, Corrine Tilly. Very capable, supposedly.
Never trusted in Dreamer's abilities myself.
Corrine's been very effective. You should at least try. She's taken a job close by.
Not coming with me? Another rat-infested warehouse?
Not exactly. Nothing even remotely satisfying. Such are the times.
Thanks for everything. See you, Triss.
Mm-hmm. See you.
How do I find you if I need you?
I live in the Bits. Head up the hill past the fish market. Stop by.
Be seeing you.
Got a problem?
Just passing by, wanderer? Or do you...
Who's asking?
Rudolph de Jonk here. Of those...
Didn't need a recommendation. Name would have been enough.
Father always said, all ought to know your merits, son. Don't hide them under...
I'm looking for Corrine Tilly.
Oh, you've come to the right place, then. Corrine is inside. Been there for a few days, dreaming the home's history.
I'd like to go inside. Look,
I don't usually let strangers rummage around my home. Twin swords, though.
Stop! Go away!
wake up. It's just a dream. Wake up.
The door. The attic.
All right. Time to check the attic.
Put it down, please. That's blood. Don't spill it. Please. Stop. Go away. Don't do that. Leave it. blood! Don't spill it! Please!
Way to the next room's blocked. There was a cradle on the second floor. Wonder what had happened if I laid a doll in it.
Stop! Go away! Leave it!
Another masterpiece. An oven and a blackened... Guess I should find an oven.
Boo! Did I scare you? Scared you, didn't I? I can tell you was scared. Big brave man scared of wee little Sarah. Ain't that funny?
I wouldn't do that anymore if I were you, Sarah. You might scare someone so bad they'll hurt you.
Why would someone hurt me? Having a spot of fun's not allowed anymore.
What are you playing?
That lady fell asleep, and I've sent her some horrible dreams. I'll not her wake neither. I can do that, you know. Funny, isn't it?
Very funny. Thing is, I gotta talk to the dreamer, so I'd like you to let her wake up.
Little Sarah doesn't want her to wake. Little Sarah wants to play.
You're lucky. I know you're a harmless godling, but others might not know, and then...
And how'd you know I'm a godling, eh? How's that, eh? Eh?
If it looks like one and acts like one, trust me, you're a godling. You give the dreamer nightmares and won't let her wake up. Why are you tormenting her?
I'm not tormenting anyone. Scary dreams are great. What I love is when this big hen chases me. Hen's got these red...
Why do you live in a haunted house?
Tell you a secret. The house ain't haunted. Not one bit. I just pretend it is. Make everyone think that. It was sitting there all empty, so I moved in. Bigwig from the bank then came and bought it. I don't like bankers, especially not to live with, so I decided to give him a scare.
Gave the banker a really big scare. See, he paid a lot for this house and won't give it up easily, which is why you need to find another home.
I don't want to! I don't! I won't!
Sarah, Novigrad's no place for a godling. But if you want to live here, that's your business. So let's make a deal.
A deal? What kind?
Leave the dreamer alone. In exchange, I'll tell the banker the house is haunted. For good, no way to lift the curse.
You tell him that? What if he doesn't believe you?
I'm a witcher. He'll believe me.
Yes? Yes? Yes! Do that and I promise not to bother your friend. Not even a little. You're awfully nice, you know.
I don't hear that often. Thanks.
Now go wake that sleepyhead. I won't stop her. She'll get up.
Who are you?
Triss Marigold sent me to...
Gods. Horrible nightmares. I was supposed to dream the history of this house. I know it must sound foolish, but in the dream...
The work of a godling. She made people believe the house was haunted. Also injected your dreams with her little jokes.
And you managed to wake me. I feel fortunate.
We Witchers have our ways.
I thank you very much. The dreams, they were awful. Any way I can pay you back?
There is, actually. I'm looking for a young woman who was seen in Novigrad.
I can certainly try to help. But I'll need to clear my head first. After those deranged dreams, I feel it's full of cobwebs. Find me at the Golden Sturgeon. I rent a room there.
All right. See you there.
I saw Miss Corinne leave, but she refused to speak to me. Is the matter resolved? Or quite the opposite?
A bit of both. A demon had captured Corinne. I managed to free her, but the house is still haunted.
Did Corinne dream of the building's past?
Yeah. Pretty horrid, apparently, though she refused to talk about it. Nobody should inhabit the place.
So many crowns I paid! Oh, well. It shan't put me in the poorhouse. The second sword, is it in... Do you see what I...
Son's dead. Lovely,
The black ones are chasing guerrillas, burghers and burgesses of the free city of Novigrad. Master Claytop, that would be me, has the honor to announce the betting is now open.
Slime about you tomorrow.
No,
A dream in here.
Never witnessed a seance like this before, let alone participated.
I will guide you. You must first achieve a kind of mental accord. I must ask some questions. You must answer them. It's important you're truthful. Answer from your heart.
Let's begin.
To start with, tell me a memory you have of this woman.
What for?
Do as I ask, please. I need the strongest, most complete memory you have of...
Ciri. The woman's name is Ciri. I accepted a job once. Did it. Asked to choose my reward, I invoked the law of surprise. Never thought I'd actually meet the child promised to me at that time. Years later, I was in the Broccolon forest. Happened on a girl there. Didn't know who she was. The Dryads wanted to keep her, turn her into one of their own. But the Waters of Oblivion, they failed in her case. Ciri came out of Broccolon with me. I sent her back to her grandmother then. But already, I felt bound to her.
By destiny.
by something more.
Thank you. Would you be willing to share another memory?
Yes.
No need to rush. We have time.
Ciri was orphaned during the Second War with Nilfgaard. I had no idea what to do with a young girl, so I did what I would have done with a boy and took her to Kaer Morhen. Figured some physical training, sword work, development of her stamina couldn't hurt. I remember her standing on a crumbling wall. A stone came loose, she lost her footing, caught her at the last possible instant. Strongest memory, though, is of her coming out of her room one day, wearing a dress and claiming she was indisposed. Knew then that Ciri was maturing. It was unavoidable. I was lost in the face of that.
I see.
Yes.
In that...
It was after her time training at Kaer Morhen. After the moment when Yennefer first called Ciri her daughter. We'd been separated. I knew she was in danger. I dreamt of her multiple times. I found her at Stygga Castle. She'd gone there to free Yen and gotten herself captured in the process. They wanted to hurt her. I remember fighting side by side with Ciri on stairs slippery from blood. It was the first time she ever deflected a crossbow bolt with her sword. Told her never to try it again.
These memories, they're intense. Do you wish to continue?
I have more to say.
Then please do.
It was in Rivia. The Second War with Nilfgaard had just ended. There was still tension in the air. For gods know what reason, race riots erupted in the town. I tried to do something, but couldn't stop a riled crowd. A boy with a pitchfork. He ran it right through my gut. Yennefer lay dying as well. Ciri had us carried onto a boat. We sailed to a place where apple trees bloom eternal. She left us there. It was the last time I saw her.
You claim the woman has abilities. Tell me about them.
They call Ciri the Lady of Space and Time. Once I asked Yennefer why. She travels between worlds. Turns out I don't know how to talk about it. Didn't really understand much of what Yen told me. I just know there's more to it than traveling to different places, and that Ciri carries immense power in her blood.
I see. Do you wish to say more?
No. Can we start?
Naturally. I knew you cared about her. But your tone, the emotions you so carefully conceal.
Let's continue, please.
Make yourself comfortable and try to relax. You must take my hand and talk of Ciri. Tell me where you think she might be. Who could be at her side?
If Ciri couldn't find me, I'm sure she would have looked for another friend.
Who do you mean?
Maybe Dandelion. They liked each other a lot. a swallow at first. After that, just nightmares.
At times, the dreams can multiply. Show the past as well as the future.
The swallow. It symbolizes Ciri. She contacted Dandelion. I didn't know he was in town.
The poet. Heard about him. Someone left him the rosemary and thyme in their will.
Thanks for your help.
Good luck, Witcher. I hope you find your Ciri.
Ain't starving him, look. Decent lad like that. Leave a fine kettle of fish.
It's never too late to see the light.
I'm a witcher!
I bet right.
Trouble? Aim? How do you fix it? No, I had shit all come from the wrong place.
Mages, mutants, blasphemers, kobolds.
Charm.
I'll never come back, you stink! Next time I'll rip your fucking legs off and shove them up your arse till you've toes for teeth! Get
Zoltan, with your boot to someone's ass, as always. Who were those men?
Local colour. I wasn't going more than a moment. Long enough for them to turn our home into theirs. All right, time for some spring cleaning. I've got to boot them all out. Care to join me?
With pleasure.
fucking come on! Now! Fucking me bug!
Trapping. We're moving.
Pathetic.
Look at
piece of
Yeah, almost like we never left Bergen.
Take it!
Please. Now we can greet each other like the gods ordained. Ages, pal.
Hey, Zoltan.
Training plenty lately. What with the war on? No, Mahat. You know, you've...
It's about Ciri. I know she came to...
You mean she's come back? I'll be damned. I wonder if I'd recognize her. But would she...
Hiding, probably. She might be...
See her in your dream?
Couple times. Her and the Wild Hunt.
Oh, not good.
Not at all, but I know she came here and contacted Dandelion.
With a wee...
Where's Dandelion?
I'd like to know that myself. Maybe he could explain what the hell's going on. Well, just barely returned, as you saw. Expecting to come home to a hot like a boar and some cold ale. What do you find instead? A shite store. Dandelion gone, the tavern...
That's...
Prime idea. No. It says...
Huh. Dandelion and planning? Good one. Besides, anything he wrote here probably had a special system. Chaos only he could ever decipher.
Give him a chance. Seems when he inherited this fine establishment, it came with some fine respect. He also made a habit of noting down the times of his meetings, official and private. Ah, here it is.
That's what I'm counting on. I'll ask the lassies at my half, you interrogate the ones on yours.
Zoltan, wait. This is in verse.
And you figure that's unnatural because...
Wonderful. Meet me back here when...
Right you are. If you need anything, I'll be next door.
Armed ruffians in town. Scandalous.
I see. Let's make some coin turn.
We'll deal with the witches, then we'll think of you.
Run, Roach.
Looking to make some coin turn.
What village are you from?
Willows. Sits in the area two goes right from the
In short, who kisses your ass today will bite it tomorrow.
Power of the eternal ruffians in town. Scandalous.
How'd it go with this thing?
Looking to make some coin turn.
Help! Save me! I'm dying! Poverty! Truth is, we're already
all the way to the garden. Did you catch it? No luck. What do you want?
Want to see Rosa var Atra?
Oh, mate, if...
I'm Geralt of Rivia.
Soon as Miss Rosa turns into a striker, I'm sure her papa will send for you, but she's not showing any...
Let us say...
Thanks, we ain't looking for no witcher.
Our free city.
Go plough yourselves.
Cheek! It's true what they say. God, isn't they think for nothing? What do you want?
I'm the new cook.
And them pointy things sticking out behind you, they your cleavers?
Away with you, Fate.
Hello, fella. Well met. Pick and choose while I've the inclination. Once I close this shambles down...
Thanks, we ain't looking for no witcher.
You've nothing. Did you see him off the ship? Dressed for a masquerade ball. They're not bats. Bats to them look wearing costumes.
I'm not sure I understand.
Look! Look!
My, what a
Thanks, we
freak.
ain't looking for no witcher.
Hey, you touched it, you bought it.
A discount. Would you give me one?
The thinking customer will
Aye.
see right away I've got the best deals this side of the
Thanks,
pond.
we ain't looking for... Shut off!
You agree with the process?
I'm not sure I understand.
What like a sale and a smash.
There's mage hunters. Thought we could get along. The one thing I forgot. Now I've seen it all. The maid will tend to you yet.
No. Oh, fuck, come right in. Ow!
Ain't nothing pretty in this life save daffodils.
Excuse me. I'm looking...
I am she. Wait outside. Class is in session.
Sorry, can't wait. Hear about Dandelion. I'm Geralt, and I'm...
Geralt? I know you. Fine. If you're eager to join in the lesson, you're welcome to. Children, sadly the rat catcher has a fever today, but in his stead...
but...
This is grand!
You shan't disappoint them. So, who would like to ask the first question?
Me! What's it mean that witches are lecturers?
You shouldn't listen to everything people say about...
Means they go to sleep early.
Oh! So that's why Mum went to tuck that witcher in.
Children, what's the meaning of this?
Is it true witches kill kings?
A man cursed who's turned into a monster a witcher might have to kill, even if he's a king.
So King Foltest was a monster.
What's it like to cut off someone's head?
Can you show us how to cut off a head?
Can we try your potions?
Enough. That is all for today. Gather your... Bid farewell to my...
It's great you came. Oh, I'd have rather had the rat cake.
So please do tell me.
I know you saw Dandelion recently.
Oh yes. Longest afternoon of my life.
He read you his poems?
No. He perused the illustrated guide to fungi.
Maybe... No. Won't even try to guess why he wanted to do that.
Mold. That was his When his hand abandoned my knee to point at a figure of penicillium, I knew the fire between us had died.
Seed?
No. He never came back to see me. So I...
Thanks for your help.
Stop it! Ow!
Oh, boy there!
Nothing hurts as much as knowledge.
Life, you gotta take risks and don't get it back.
Three presence is in front of the eternal fire.
Of all places, why did that man just blow himself up in fire?
Ooh, there are mouse droppings in this break.
Arms for the poor. I'm warning you.
I will get you every last copper. Within...
Horson's no banker.
Help!
What you hollering? Close enough.
Keep out of this.
The Spewler's got someone else.
Really? Who's that be?
The King of Beggars. Made a deal with Junior. This is his turf now.
Didn't hear nothing about that.
But you have heard what Bedlam does to people who cross him. Or you need a demonstration?
Come on, Fritz. Boss wants it that way.
Thank you. Oh, thank you. To think there are men who'll help a stranger out of the kindness of their hearts.
Not entirely out of kindness. And you're not entirely a stranger.
What are you... Oh, I know you. You're that witcher took Dandelion out whoring. Gerald, right?
Not Gerald. Geralt.
Oh. Dreadful sorry.
What do you think? Where could Dandelion be?
Probably out whoring. That horse pheasant. That lying scoundrel.
Ouch. What did he do?
Same thing as ever. 'Twas the last...
This...
Claimed she was his niece from Kovir. Corset so tight her eyes were popping out her head. His too, come to think of it.
Thanks for your help. Listen, when I find Dandelion, anything I should tell him?
No. I mean...
There's the dwarves, pot, smooth white cherry. Fudge, surely that
A day like all
Welcome, well...
I'm a friend of Dandelion's.
You've come to the right spot. How might I be of service?
You, Eliel?
Yes. Now pick your jaw up off the floor.
Sorry, I thought...
Ah... Any better?
So you're...
Eliel.
Did you and Dandelion...
I met him one night in a tavern. He was...
Don't think I want to know what happened next.
Oh, stop. He wasn't so... Besides, men don't interest me. I told him that from the start. Luckily, Dandelion's an open-minded fellow.
Dandelion...
I tried many times to talk him in...
When did you last see him?
Some time ago. He brought in one of Zoltan's jerkins, insisted I sew on an extra pocket. Odd as requests go, I had the distinct feeling he'd actually come to talk.
What did you and Dandelion...
Let me think. If Dandelion and I had... In fact, he desperately wished to meet with him.
Kalkstein's in Novigrad? Wouldn't mind seeing him myself.
You're too late, I fear. The witch hunters nabbed, but as he perished, ooh, the goings-on, impressive. Fiery beasts circled his pyre, then rose into the sky and exploded to form letters.
Really? What a...
Radovid sucks flaccid cock.
Thanks for your help, and nice to meet you.
I can help with much more. If you need...
Elven blood, eh?
Like a new blade's teeth. are quicker than me.
So, how you go with this thing?
Time and fire.
Double shows.
Father of all. He on my floor. Wrong.
Mark my words, I'll kick him out. Yet another night with that whore.
Just this morning, my Britain came back from the market news.
Behave yourself. Do as much, but in the
Thanks, we ain't looking for no witcher.
I kneel before you, O eternal fire. Hey!
You'll see.
My
belly.
Eternal fire. Another storm.
This Baronet's La Vallette's villa.
Shouldn't interest you. The Baroness don't mingle with just anyone.
Don't worry. I'm here to see your chambermaid, Molly.
Out of the way. Baroness is riding out. Be gone.
Geralt of Rivia at my doorstep? Surely this is no chance encounter?
Greetings, Baroness. Greetings, General. You're right. I'm here for a reason.
There's no mistaking you. But for etiquette's sake, Mary Louisa La Valette, an Imperial General and a Witcher meet, and know each other. Surprising.
We've met before.
And how? Imagine this, Louisa. The Emperor desired a chat with the Witcher. I, too, was fortunate enough to meet him then.
So Geralt of Rivia now works for Emperor Emir. Interesting. Has Var Emry sent you to rid Novigrad of monsters?
Looking for a girl named Molly. Heard she works here.
My maidservant. I'm afraid she's currently at the home of my dear friend Patricia Vegelbud.
Perhaps Geralt could accompany us. He could speak with Molly at the races.
Is that something you'd consider, Witcher? Care to partake of some sophisticated diversion?
Well, if Molly will be there.
On our way, then. We've arrived.
My father owned a similar estate in Bruges. As a young girl, I'd travel there often to ride.
Shall we look at the horses? Do you like horses, Geralt?
I guess so. Called every horse I've had Roach.
The grey mare is Cantarella, sired by Cahir, the champion from Vol.
Grey's a nice color. For horses, too.
My coin's on the Black Stallion, Nemrod, purest Nilfgaardian stock.
Surprised he didn't salute you, General. Is Molly a horse?
Pardon?
I did come here to see Molly, after all.
Patience, Witcher. She ought to arrive soon. I asked Molly to join us as soon as she was done with her chores. She shouldn't be long now.
All depends what you asked her to do, milady. But I don't really have a choice. I'll wait. Seem to know your horses.
No is not the word. Morvran's a true expert.
I find them to be far more honest than men. Must say, I'm curious how you manage in the Saddle, Witcher.
Mostly just try to stay in it.
What would you say to a little race?
Not what I came here for.
Don't make me beg, Witcher. Tell you what, win, and I shall give you my finest saddle, made in Nilfgaard proper of beautifully tanned leather.
I'd rather resolve what I have to with Molly.
Very well. I shan't insist. The attractive one, that's Molly. Speak to her. The Baroness and I will place our wagers. You can then ride back to Novigrad with us, if you wish.
Is there a land where I might find gold?
I'm Molly, my lord. Wish to see me?
Call me Geralt.
Geralt! That Geralt! The one Dandelion's rescued time and time again!
Wouldn't be here if not for Dandelion.
Told me all about your adventures. How he'd ready you for battle with his songs. How he tamed the Karen by playing his lute.
I meant that literally. Dandelion's why I'm here. Came to ask you about him. Know where he might be?
No. Sadly, I haven't got a clue. We've not seen each other in ages. The Baroness don't approve of our acquaintance. Says Dandelion's a good-for-nothing layabout. Can you imagine? But... or maybe his sister could help you. Such a nice girl.
You do realize Dandelion doesn't have a sister?
Sure he does. Saw her myself. Funny, she don't look like him at all. Blonde, for starters. Maybe they've different fathers.
Different mothers, too.
Maybe. But you could see he cares for her. Looks after her. The way he carried her packages and...
Know where I can find her, Dandelion's sister?
I know. Whenever I ask Dandelion when we visit her, he'd grow all quiet and then change the subject.
Any chance you remember your last...
Of course.
What?
To take me on a romantic cruise of the canals by the He said there'd be strawberries and that wine with the bubbles.
Thanks, Molly.
Dandelion told me once he'd show me his etchings, but he never did.
Won't be too hard to convince him. He loves showing off those etchings to any...
Oh, that's wonderful!
Ah, Geralt, there you are. Shall we return together?
Gladly. It's a long way to Novigrad. Road ought to seem shorter with some company.
I'd say the same. Well then, let's go. And here we are. Thank you for your company.
Likewise. See ya.
Frank, we ain't looking for no witcher.
I ate shit.
Black ones, Redanians.
So what's it going to be?
Don't be.
Thanks, we ain't looking for no Witcher. Thanks, which short it, bloody bum!
Civilization ends.
Thanks, we ain't looking for no Witcher.
Black ones, Redanians. Long as they pay and don't hit.
Watch it, Greylocks. Thanks, we ain't looking for no Witcher. Thanks, we ain't looking for no Witcher.
Eat shit.
Thanks, we ain't looking for no Witcher.
Be a butcher when I'm beat.
Thanks, we ain't looking for no Witcher.
Only unwavering faith in the power of this flame can bring us victory. Remember,
Oh!
Feet. My head spins.
Oh, cheek!
True what they say. Every bard is a lady.
What do you want?
Fuck her up and kiss my arse. Greetings, Governor.
I must see a medic.